Hey guys, Jeff PELIZZARO from 18 Strong. Today we've got our what, why, how on this thing, which is called a landmine. So we're going to show you exactly what the landmine is, how you can use it, and why you would want to use it as a golfer. So this thing, there's different versions of the landmine. This one, I'm going to show you, it very simply attaches to a squat rack. You can also just take a barbell and kind of place it in the corner of a room and do your own makeshift landmine as well. But this thing just has a little knob to it, slides right in the squat rack. Just brace it in. And basically the landmine is just an attachment tool for the barbell. So the barbell goes right inside the landmine, and then you can load weight on this side. There are handles and attachments that are made for the barbell when using a landmine that you can look up as well. But I'm going to show you just some of the basics of things that you can do to really just kind of create a little variety and variability in your training. You know, we're all about doing the same style exercises: push, pull, squats, lunge, deadlift, rotations. But the landmine's a great way to throw in different angles, different stressors to really challenge your body, just like the golf swing does. It puts you in all kinds of crazy positions, so the landmine can help you kind of mimic some things that are going to strengthen your body in ways that you can't with the dumbbell, kettlebell, those things. So one of the first ones that I love doing is just a simple standing press, where you can just kind of press at a little bit of an angle. One reason I like this is many of us can't go straight up because our shoulders don't work very well. It's just an uncomfortable position, or we tend to compensate when we're going straight up. This is a great way to do a press and be able to put a little bit of weight on it, but not go into that full upright motion. Plus, you're having to stabilize here and create stability in your body. So when you press, your body has to handle that stress up overhead. So this is a great one, just coming up and down there. Another way you can do that is even going on to your knee, doing kind of a half kneel, really tighten up the stomach, and doing a press this way. So two great options for the press there. One of my favorite ones, and probably the one that I use this for the most, is the single leg deadlift. So you can grab on here, have one leg, the outside leg, you're going to do just a little deadlift like so. And you're really going to hit that glute on the outside, the hamstring on the outside. So if I kind of change my angle here, you can kind of see from this side, just kind of going down, coming back up. This is great because it also helps to stabilize you, so you don't have to worry about your balance quite as much. You can actually utilize this to help prevent you from falling side to side. So it's a great way to really stabilize, but you can then load up some weight. Be careful not to put too much weight on at first. This grip is pretty thick, and so it ends up getting pretty heavy. So start just with the bar if you've never done this before, and then you can progress your way on the way up. All right, another great one for the lower body, and even the trunk too, and you can do kind of a combination exercise here, is training your squat using the landmine. So you can take the bar, get yourself in a nice comfortable position, and then you can use this almost like a goblet squat. And then just come up this way. So you're sinking all the way down. Adjust your feet accordingly. So if you're too close in, it's gonna rock you back. So just try it out a couple times before you load it up. Then you're coming all the way down. And then you can even work on some explosive stuff where you're coming into your squat, pressing overhead. You could do that single arm, doing a one arm press there. It's a little squat press, which is another great one. Okay, two more. The row, single arm row. I like doing this one, feet square. It helps to kind of load in a little bit of an uneven pattern. So you have to stabilize, you have to prevent your rotation. So you're just right here, and you can just do a single arm row, really having to fight that off balance feeling. You can then load up the weight on the front here. You could use this. You could load it up behind you and you could use this as kind of a fat grip. We did the episode on the fat grips not too long ago. So there's so many different ways that you can use this thing. And then one last one, because I know all of you golfers out there love to rotate. You love the rotational exercises. This is an excellent one to really work on stabilizing your body, getting a little bit of weight up overhead, and then you can work on a little bit of a twisting fashion where you're getting a little bit of a side bend, a little bit of a rotation, which is very similar to the golf swing as far as having to be able to do those moves. But again, this just creates a whole different dynamic than you can get with any kind of a cable or a dumbbell or a kettlebell. So if you've ever seen these in the gym that you go to, or you have a barbell at home and you have access to a squat rack, or you want to just, like I said, just kind of anchor this into the corner, it's just a great way to provide some variety in your training. Don't be afraid of the fancy little piece of equipment that you see at the gym. It's really pretty simple. You just stick the barbell in, move it around in different directions. Think of the same patterns that we normally do. The squats, the lunges, the pushes, the pulls. You can get a little creative with this stuff, and it's just a great way to change up your training. So once again, if you like these videos, if they're helping out, subscribe to the 18 Strong YouTube channel. Check out all the ways to follow us down below. Don't forget we have the podcast over on iTunes. Train hard, practice smart, and play better golf.